welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where I'm gonna check my sound and say it's beautiful. Beautiful. Welcome to the show. Today we have a GMT August update. We have Meandering Mike and we have Ken of Seek Out and Play. And I really appreciate the contributions. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed something. That a lot of the reviewers and all that have multiple videos on their respective channels. And what I mean by that is that usually sometimes it happens that there's, you know, one video on only on a channel, another video on only here. It's like people have been working like crazy. So, yeah, there's a lot to see, a lot to do, and, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, you know, we all need to chill, relax, and we need to, you know, introspect. What I'm trying to say is we need to look into ourselves and accept who we are. For God's sakes, me, I'm short, fat, and bald. I accept it. You know? Artie's, smart, debonair, and handsome. He accepts it too. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that I'm really getting into BB guns, and the thing is that when I say BB guns, I'm talking about replica BB guns, like the Peacemaker by was it Colt or Smith and Wesson? Yeah, by Colt. An old Remington model before the Peacemaker. And a Schofield before. These are all revolvers. Now, I'm really enjoying revolvers. And the thing is that you have to put the pellet in a bullet-like contraption, which is a bullet, but you put the pellet there, and you load them one by one. And just the fact of doing that, for me, I never knew that it's therapeutic. Like, I don't just go crazy and shoot. I aim. I take my time. I try to get better with my aiming and my shooting. And this is all handguns, and it's all straight ahead there, like the turkey guy, the Turk guy there at the Olympics. Iron sights. I just use iron sights. I don't use no scopes. I don't use no red dots, no nada. And my eyes are not that good. So, whatever. And just the fact of putting in the pellet in each bullet, grabbing the bullet and putting in the revolver and turning the revolver revolution thing where you put the bullets in, whatever you call it, and putting it in, blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, I take my time, I'll smoke a pipe a bit, and I'm doing this outside, obviously. And I hear the birds, and I got my little iPad, my iPhone playing on the table, so you just hear music, and I'm in my backyard and everything's green, you know, because of the foliage and all that. And man, I could stay there easily a couple of hours and even more. And I've taken, like, what, at the most in a couple of hours, 50 shots. I'm telling you, it's really nice, man, for me. I didn't expect that at all. You know, people say, guns, shooting sometimes is therapeutic. Yeah, come on, shut up. Well, there's something to it. You know what I mean? The ritual of putting the pellet in the bullet, putting the bullet in the chamber. You know? Again, revolvers. I'm having a great time. I'm chilling out here, you know? And we should all chill out. Alright? So chill! Anyways, so that's the show opener. That's what I have to say. What else? Did I have others? Oh, man. I hope I have the picture. Yes, I have the picture. I will put it up at the truck stop where I work as a stationary engineer. Janitor. Love it. Love it. You know how many people I meet? And I'm like, what, 2'6"? And everybody else is tall, and everybody else, whatever. And I'm walking in one day, and it was raining and all that, so I'm walking in, and beside me, walking in also, is this lady. And she looked like she was from Cameroon, in Nigeria, that kind of skin she had. And I looked at her, glanced at each other, whatever. I mean, I looked up at her. And then I had to do a double take, because I turned around. And I just had to tell her, I said, lady, you're one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. And I've never done this before. And it just came out. And she says, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's what happens. That's the people I meet. I'm meeting a lot of Chinese people who are teaching me little words in Mandarin, Slowly, I'm picking up a bit of Mandarin. It's not easy because it's whatever. And then I met this guy. That's right. This guy, he was huge. He didn't know how to take it when I asked him to take a picture and make fun of me being a little this and that, because I don't care to make fun of me. I'm secure in myself. You're a salam who would think, I wouldn't want to be short. You wouldn't want to be short. First of all, if you're thinking you wouldn't want to be short, you are short. Capiche? Anyways, if I have to get something up on if I gotta get water from the faucet, I ask my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating. Anna? Alright. Have a good time. You know what kind of a show this is gonna be, huh?
Here at Noble Night Games, we've been carefully growing the world's largest selection of tabletop games, going on 25 years now. From fresh-picked new releases to finely aged vintage classics and hard-to-find imports, you can buy, sell, trade, and play with us at our store in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Or shop online 24/7 from anywhere in the world, just like nature intended. Grown fresh daily at Noble Night Games.
Welcome to GMT's monthly update. Wait. Let me check my volume. And let me see. No, we're good. Alright. So let's start over again. Welcome to GMT's monthly update for August 2024. I knew it. And I said it. Napoleon is the hottest game that's happening right now. Okay, so it's the top 15. This is what Gene says from the news. It's the top 15 of BGG's hotness list, rising as high as number 3 for most of the past 2 weeks. All right. So, and here are some. What do you call them? When people write something and critiques or whatever. You know what I'm saying. And I don't know the voices of these people, so I'm just going to imagine what they sound like, and no disrespect to anybody, okay? Well, I can't stop playing. Starting my 6th game in a row as soon as I get home, one person says. Then another person says, this game is really a breath of fresh air in historical solo gaming. Another person says, well, the revolution got Napoleon good in 1795. Nevertheless, I'm thoroughly enjoying Napoleon. Can't wait to play it again in the morning. Hey, testimonials, that's what they're called. And that's what's happening. I mean, bang, you know what I mean? Napoleon, it's the hotness. Okay, so, the 2024 yearly GMT sale, September 3rd to 9th. Their yearly sale will be held September 3rd to 9th this year. So in late August, they'll be sending a sale email to all of everybody on their mailing list. And they're going to give you the details of what the discounts are and how many games you can buy for those discounts. We look forward to this sale. Not only does it help us with cash flow, but it puts a bunch of our games on players' tables that might not otherwise have been able to afford to play. So have fun. So thanks, GMT. Thanks. And by the way, on the Chit Show, Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we got the one, the only, with 2 other people, Gene Billingsley coming to the Chit Show with Rachel Billingsley and Kai Jensen. I'm telling you, it's a bash. It's a party. We're gonna get shellacked.
And I'm Grant.
Alright, also, okay, let me see here. I got the Napoleon. They're looking for solo designers. GMT is looking for solo designers. Verstehen Sie? Ja? Verstehen Sie? Wakarimaska? Capiche? So, they're looking for solo designers. So, get in touch with Jason Carr, huh? You know Jason Carr is. If you don't know, get to know him. He's a good guy for solo. Probably a good guy for something else, but we know him as Solo Man. Now, there is from September 21st to 22nd weekend in Las Vegas, the Twilight Struggle World Series. This is what the cup looks like. I mean, seriously, there's unlimited open gaming, massive game library curated by the Dice Tower, and they do have a massive library, and cash prizes. Cash. All right. GMT Talk, the latest one is with Fred Serval and Joe Dewhurst. Fred Serval is my favorite, Frenchie. My favorite by far. By far. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, the Summit 2024 SD HistCon, that's Harold's baby, is back. GMT is excited, and you should be excited too. It will be held Friday to Monday, November 8th to 11th in beautiful San Diego, California. It will feature 4 full days of gaming and many guest designers, including numerous GMT team members. Like, when he says guest designers, it's like all of them. Harold, he's got all of them. Alright? So this month's box back sneak peek is In the Shadows. Well, check it out. I don't even know what that is. And it's a game by Dan Bullock and Joe Schmidt. Development, Jason Carr. Graphic design, Terry Leeds. And look, solitaire suitability is sky high, and complexity is high-low, meaning that in the low 3 sections, it's in the high part, so it's in the upper 33rd percent of lowness as highness. You know, I'm trying to say something and I can't even say it. Okay, alright. So, okay, playtesters wanted for away team. John Butterfield's away team. So they're going to have options for testers to join without spoiling the story of the game. If you're interested, go to the GMT thingy, press the thingy. Then Jeff Horger of Thunder Alley is looking for testers for Thunder Alley Race Day expansion, plus racing series tracks. I don't know if that's what that is. Get in touch with Jeff at the link you're gonna see at the GMT thingy, and press Jeff Horger's link, for God's sakes. Okay, designer interview. So GMT talks with Ted Racier of iNapoleon, The Player's Aid interview Bruno Sinigallo and David Stifler about the battles of the American Revolution. Wow, Bruno Sinigallo, I pictured him hardcore World War II bulge even. I mean, that... cible, that... whatever, you know, bullseye, whatever. But the American Revolution, that I gotta check that out. Okay, and it's a video interview. Thank you. Zilla Blitz, Cutesy Pootsy interviews Valko Runke, designer of Coast Watchers, so check it out. Beyond Solitaire is looking at non-breaking space, designer of Solitaire Tac Ops, Ortona, and Cross Bronx Expressway. There's a BGG cardboard creation video interview with my favorite Frenchie, Fred Serval, designer of A Jest of Robin Hood. And last but not least, The Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. We interview and have fun with Ted Racer, designer of I, Napoleon, amongst a million other games. This is his latest game. Garish? And that's what it is. So the new editions on the P500, Stepping into Hell. This is from the Great Battles of the American Civil War, Volume 10. And announces Stepping into the Hell, a war game covering the 1864 Battle of the Wilderness. This is a significant addition in our series, marking the first new large battle that we've covered since Dead of Winter, Stones River. The game brings to life the first contest between the most famous generals on both sides, a pivotal moment that changed the nature of the war in the Overland Campaign. I wonder who the general of the Americans was. I keep forgetting. Then there's a reprint of Downfall, Pendragon, and Vijayanagara. You say that 5 times. So... okay, the coming events. There's World Series of Board Gaming, September 22nd and 26th, 2024, Twilight Struggle tournament. Then the Fall 24 weekend at the Warehouse, for those about wondering what the dates are, October 17th to 20th. And this is weekend at the Warehouse in California. That's it. It's not the East one. So, you know what? It's in the Sequoia Inn. Check out the rooms, man. $96 for 1 king bed. And $96 for 2 queen beds. They have 10 of each rooms respectively available, which is not much if you think about it. Seriously. I mean, go 7 Springs, eh? Go book a weekend. Okay, so la. And also the War and Strategy Games Convention in Auckland, New Zealand, and it's called Oaken. Yeah. And so that's that for that. And what's going on here? There's the War Room plays with Wolfpack with Mike Bertuccelli, the designer of Wolfpack, in 3 parts. And that's good. So, lady-diddle-daddle-doo. And to make things easy and quickly going, we have done a perusal of the August 22nd update from GMT. I'm not going to do it all. Why? Because I and the fine folks from GMT want you to go to GMT and check it out. So come on! Why should I do it verbatim? Seriously! Okay, here we are with the crux of the show. First off, the starting line is the man who looks like a vampire. Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production has 3 videos this week. And Last King Tiger Attack West, March 1945. That must have been scary like a SOB. Anyways, Goering Flying Mailman Lands in England. That's a funny one. I still haven't finished watching it. And did German paratroopers land in England? Well, Jersey and Guernsey. Isn't that England? They were there. Come on. Andy Nidell's fantastic channel, World War II. 3 videos, week 312. Hirohito announces surrender. The war continues. August 17, 1945. And then Stalin scientists snatch. Operation Osovyachim. Maybe I said that wrong. Sounds pretty good to me. And then famine and revolution at the end of the war. And that's, why does that look like Ho Chi Minh? But it's not. It says Generalissimo Chang, I think. Huh? Alright. Hey, okay. You know, I was talking about BB guns and all that, but this guy's not a BB gun guy. This is Kentucky Ballistics. And he's hilarious. And he's got like 4.5 million viewers, and he really, really puts it into his show. I mean, he gives it all in his show, and he's hilarious. Hilarious. And this is the not so the people who are conspiracy this and that, who think they gotta have guns everywhere. And here he asks you, do you need a gun in the shower? Well, he'll tell you what kind of gun you can take in the shower. It's fun. Kentucky Ballistics, you're gonna laugh. Take it from me, you're gonna laugh. You're done. Hexed encountered 4 videos. And they're all different. So, Casino, Cities of the Damned gameplay. Part 2. This is an Against the Odds magazine thing. Aaron Armour Versberg. Hidden Moves. That's a Compass Games game. And another Compass Games game. And it is Midweek Magazine number 3. Paper Wars number 105. Ebb and Flow. And then Waterloo Campaign from C3I Magazine. Waterloo Campaign 1815, number 33 from C3I. And Hexed Encounters gives us a gameplay example. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair has 3 videos. Encounter Clipping episode 186, Research versus Mechanics. That's pretty cool. Then the Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. Sci-fi war games with David Thompson. And David Thompson is such a humble guy. He came on the show, I mean, just barely presented his new game, Callisto, from Osprey Games. Basically, this is Undaunted Normandy in space. Because some people, like he said, you know, the topic, the subject is the matter. You know, like, hey, what's the matter? The subject and the topic. So next time someone asks you, hey, what's the matter? You tell them the subject and topic. Also, special interview with Bruce Harper, designer of A World at War. I did speak to Bruce Harper on the Chit Show with Artie at one point, and nice guy. Nice guy. That's what I remember. Nice guy. For our Polish viewers, Michelle of Wojennik TV has 3 videos. One is an unboxing of Chronicles of Drunagor, Age of Darkness, Awakening. Another one is a review of Cartaventura. And another one is something with Ascension Tactics. I used to play Ascension. I liked it. The subject and the topic weren't interesting. It wasn't the matter for me. The Boss, Clark Commando 1983, has 8 videos. Trip down memory lane, SPI games, The Next War. Those are those big box games that Artie plays. More politics. Yeah, he talks about politics, but he warns you. Then Axis Empire's Ultimate Edition for 4 players. That's an update. Then a very special for me unboxing Grognard Simulation Death Ride Normandy, Utah Beach. Okay. And a trip down memory lane, Avalon Hills Upfront and Expansion Banzai. Then there's a fireside chat, another political update, and a random chat and talk Death Ride Normandy, Juno prep for Learn to Play After Action Report on Clark Abando 1983 of the Boss's channel. The Leonidas of ASL, Mr. Georgiotis, Kalispera, George, yeah. And he's playtesting scenario Finders Keepers setup. First player turn, George really gets into it. Meaning that I think he's a specialist. Specialist in the fact that all I've seen George do is advanced squad leader. George, Marona mi. Ifaristo, George. Marco Omni Gamer Aka Wargamer reviews Sparta. That's what I gotta say. The Board Game Chronicles 2 videos. First look at 1920 Nest of Eagles. And then first look at I, Napoleon from GMT Games. I told you, it's the hotness. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer has 2 videos. Skies Above Britain from GMT Playthrough Part 3. And then Not a Wargame Wednesday. Explore it, he says. The Domain of Mirza Noctis. Part 3 on Rough Swordsman Wargamer. And there she is. I'm infatuated with her. Totally infatuated. Unboxing Old School Tactical, Volume 4, Italian Theater, 1943-1945. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Alright? Alright. That's happening on Flying Pig Games.
The third Wednesday of August 2024 brings a short video describing the optional rules for Gettysburg 88 as presented in the General Volume 29, Issue Number 4. The optional rules themselves are designed to bring a more realistic approach in handling the forces which participated in the most decisive battle of the Civil War. The video presents the optional rules using examples as found in the general article. The goal is to provide a more vibrant approach and realistic results without sacrificing the ease of play, which is behind the popularity of this out-of-print game by Avalon Hill. Check out more videos when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. Also, there is the Speak Out and Play monthly podcast that you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. Plus, Patreon members get access to new videos and podcasts at least 48 hours in advance. A new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
And we have Voltaire's face. He's smiling. Obviously, he's smiling. You know, you're a philosopher. You know you're doomed. So you gotta make the best of it. Because in philosophy, you gotta think. And when you think, it's no good. The name of the game, how to play History of the World on the name of the game. Voltaire has something to say. Bill Thomas and Compass Games are live. Town Hall episode 94 with Brittany Pearl Eaton Kosh on Compass Games. The Tattooed Man, Hexes and Soldiers, Jason Cruz, Hero Quest, Quest 3 Lair of the Orc Warlord. This looks like you got a 3D printer or something, man, because you're making everything from scratch here, Jason. Alright. Prasutagus, the Orwell Wargamer, Brian Astlev's 1812 Napoleon's Faithful March from VUCA Simulation. This is an unboxing. I like VUCA's artists. They're staying with that style. I like it. I like it a lot. Tony of Tony's Board Life has 3 videos. Live with Heroes Against the Red Star from Lock and Load Publishing, Turn 3 Air Assault Scenario. Then Let's Play Explore it with Mike Bertuccelli and Rough Swordsman Wargamer. And then let's play Devil's Horseman by GMT Tony versus Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer on Tony's Board Life. Smart War Games, 8 videos. Tigers on the Hunt, Assault at All Cost. Then, Game of the Year 2024 so far, Intravenous, second release on Steam. 1, 2, 3, 4 videos of that. 2 videos of Warfighter Shadow War, and 1 of DVG's Spruance Leader for Vassal released. So content and submarine expansion gameplay on Smart War Games. The Hugh Hefner of War Games. Wardyrobe plays World War II. Operation Market Garden 80th Anniversary Memoir 44 Overlord game after action report. That's cool. GTS Strike Counter Strike Scenario 1 after action report, and it says number SAAR80. I need George Chiodas here to decipher this. Plus Warriors of England after action report by MMP on the Hugh Hefner of War Games. Wardyrobe plays World War II. Cutesy Pootsy! Zilla Blitz, 2 videos. Lord of Heaven overview, first look and giveaway. This is by Phalanx Game. And the story of Noble Knight Games. Interview with Dan Leader, Vice President of Noble Knight Games. Nice guy, nice guy. Thank you for the support, Noble Knight Games and Dan. The Tank Museum. The Whippet, Fast and Furious 1918. Tank, the Whippet. I think the Whippet was it French? Do I have the Whippet here? No, I don't have the Whippet. I gave it to Carl Paradis. I gotta give him something sometimes. Boy, I must have went, I don't know, 15 miles an hour. I was fast back then. On the Tank Museum. Tibby of Hairbrained Games, 3 videos. He reviews Rock Hard, 1977. Rock and roll, eh? Also, he reviews Pirates of Maracaibo and reviews, unboxes I should say, SAS Rogue Regiment. You know what I'm saying? And if you're ever interested about the SES, SOE, or whatever, the Ungentlemanly Society or something, check out Christopher Lee. Yeah, the guy who did Sauron. Not Sauron, Saruman in Lord of the Rings, and the most famous face of Dracula is Christopher Lee and the Hammer Horrors. Read his biography or go on Wikipedia and read what this guy has done. You're gonna flip out! Anyways. Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History, 4 videos. Bohemia in Turmoil on Fields of Glory. Also, Landung of Taiwan, Strategic Command World War II, War in the Pacific. Then a war game preview with the designer of the 30 Years' War, and I forget his name. Yeah. And then he goes back to Fields of Glory Kingdoms multiplayer with at Murdoch SE on Let's Play History. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, 8 videos. A Summer Storm review, Norman Conquest Hastings, Norman Conquest Tinchebrally. I'm sure that's not how you say that. Then the Norman Conquest Lose, Evesham, a review of Norman Conquest. Then he gets into Vijaya Nagara, an intro and part 1. You got about a week's worth of TV there. Alright? Alright. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 2 videos. Burnside Takes Command, Scenario number 4, campaign game. This is a rematch. Plus, Combat Commander, Paratrooper, Scenario 28. No Ingoof around. I don't know what that means, but hey, it's gotta mean something. On Once Upon a Game, Kevin Kitchens unboxes Great War Commander, the game of tactical combat in World War I. Basically, it's the combat commander mechanics put into that, and I hear good things about this. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer 2 videos, The Fate of All, Examples of Play Part 2, and SAS Rogue Regiment, a review on the GIMPY Gamer. Stephen Dolge's 4 videos, NATO, Designer Signature, Deluxe Signature Edition or Designer Signature Edition, Baltap, rest of the Turn 1 and Turn 2, again, Turn 3 and 4, Turns 5 and 6, and Postmortem of NATO, a game by Bruce Maxwell. Published by Compass Games, if he's doing the Compass Games one. I'm sure he is. The Wargame artist Matt White of Matt White Wargames, 2 videos. ASL scenario S47, but with retro rules. This is an after action report. And Yellow 1807 Rulebooks 1.4 initial impressions, thoughts, and comparisons on Matt White Wargames. The great channel that is Kings and Generals, 2 videos, Anubis and Xenophon, greatest story ever. Plus was the Byzantine Empire the heir to the ancient Greeks? I'm gonna have to ask George about that. Robert Carroll's KilRoyWasHere has 4 videos that I just put on here. So Sanctuary Sunday Solitaire competition, plus Napoleon after action report and initial impressions. Plus my favorite segment, Sparta, Coffee with KilRoy, plus Tales of War, plus KilRoy goes to the movies. And Napoleon and Austerlitz Wargamer number 17 unbagging and page turn on KilRoyWasHere. Salt Lamp Gaming is back with Next War, Poland by GMT Games. This is an extended midnight session, Arctic Storm scenario. I like these like midnight games and all that because everything is much more chill, you know. Legendary Tactics, that wonderful Canadian channel. I wrote to them. Did they write back? No. But anyways, 4 videos. Nexus Ops, the ultimate reboxing. A reboxing. Hey, it freaks me out then. Anyways. Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Elemental Stones with Paizo. Plus introducing Starfinder with Jenny from Paizo Publishing, and Kyle Farron Arcs, Roots, Oath Artist, what are his favorite roots, and ... type thing on Legendary Tactics. Respect! Jim Ozarski 3 videos, a playtest game of Sam Mustafa's Eisenhower, plus the Battle of Dresden for bloody big battles, and Abuse on the Muse for O Group. So if you're AB positive, you can't play. Aaron Plays 8 videos, man. So Space Empires 4X Solo Alien Empires playthrough, episode 2, episode 3, 4, episode 5, and episode 6 of Space Empires, plus a channel update, plus an Into the Woods Great Battles of American Civil War, Shiloh, April 6, 1862, episode 24 and episode 25, and that's what you got at Aaron Plays. Huh? Come here, get your news. Pushing Cardboard 3 videos. Pushing Cardboard number 36, The Art of Roger B. McGowan. Bonaparte's Eastern Empire, episode number 36, obviously. 1943, 1945, an unboxing, like that box. And Thunder on the Mississippi, an unboxing on Pushing Cardboard. Gaming with Earl the Shiv Bickford, 8 videos. 7 Years War Part 3, April Harvest Part 17, 7 Year Wars Part 4, Game Collection Part 17A, Fire Points and Extended Lines in CWBS, I don't know what that is, then the 7 Years' War Part 5, then April Harvest Part 18, and then the 7-Year War Part 6 on the Shiv's channel, Gaming with E.R. Bigford. History Hustle 2 videos, The Road to Stalingrad, Hitler's Obsession, what a moron, plus the 4 short-lived Peruvian states during the War of the Confederation, 1836 to 39, on History Hustle. U-Boater 658, 4 videos, U-Boat Captain Vassal Mod Overview and First Patrol. This is a Gary Graber game by Minden. And War in Europe, France 40, Paris Falls. Then U-99, December 1940, Patrol Part 1, Happy Times, Dramatic Account and Description. Again, U-99, December 40, Patrol Part 2, Big Convoy 2, Night Attack. Man, I wouldn't want to be a ship messing with, Dernitz's wolves. On Tabletop Minions, 2 videos. Finally, my Gen Con Booty 2024 and new edition Kill Team News. Not what I wanted. He's already disappointed, he says. What can I tell you? The Instigator, the Terminator, the Much Videoator, ID Jester, has 8 videos, obviously. He does Inside the Pitch Baseball. He does 2 videos of that. Then he gets really into Wingspan and Thunderstone Advanced New Solo mode and Random Setup. I have Thunderstone, and I think I gave it away. I enjoyed it, but ID Kurt, what can I tell you, man? Redundancy. You know what I'm saying? Then he looks at H.P. Lovecraft and he says, "Happy birthday." It's a celebration of H.P. Lovecraft. There are 2 videos on that. Then he goes to YouTube Sellathon. Why do it? Help support the channel. YouTube Sellathon Part 2. All kinds of games for sale. I'm assuming that's ID Jester's channel, so please support ID Jester. And then ASG Golf 2010 final round between Phil Mickelson and Lee Westwood. Well, having a conversation with ID Jester at a bar, having a pint, sure ain't boring. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer, 4 videos, Axis and Allies, North Africa unboxing with Ray. Then Last Night on Earth, the zombie game. Then Undaunted 2200 or 2200, Callisto unboxing with Ray. That's the Trevor Benjamin and David Thompson game by Osprey. Then Daryl Carr, The Week of 5 Presidents. Okay. I don't know what that means, but look at Cody. He's determined. That's the eye. He's giving us the eye, saying that, hey, listen to me. That's what he's saying. All right? My mother used to give me those eyes. Cody's got my mother's eyes. The Chief and Bonding with Board Games and RPGs has 2 videos. The RPG episode number 1, New Faces, Neuralink episode 1. Elon Musk. Then unboxing 2 Adventures module, Hounds of Heidenberg and Obsidian Keep. The Merry Mushman. Okay. Oh, it's The Merry Mushman. That's gotta be comedy here. On the Chief's channel, Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. Nangwaya, 4 videos. He's agonizing over what to do with the Germans in the Eastern European conflict. Plus soldiers Tactical Combat 1914-15, end of turn number 3, his second go-around. Plus, the Germans pull back between the Pilica and Radomka rivers, December truce of 1914. Oh yeah, is that where they play soccer together? Plus, taking a quick look at the comic character Cavalcade number 1 for the basic action super. I don't know what else because it's a ... So you gotta check out the channel. You know what I'm saying? For our Italian listeners, Mauro Faina is back with the Gianni Zero Nero talking about Nuts Publishing's Stalingrad Roads. And SPQR is back. Mauro is a staunch war game educator, because I think that's what he teaches in school, as a matter of fact, and he's been teaching there a long time, so he's doing good. I think. On Advanced Squad Leader Academy, one video and it's how to Advanced Squad Leader map making. You want to learn how to make a ASL map? I'll check it out. Agility Snips gaming table with the hotness that is iNapoleon. 2 videos, part 6 and 7 of the GMT game, designed by Ted Racer. And I hope he goes on to make more. Charlie Latora, 8 videos. So Avalon Hill's air assault on Crete, plus German invasion of Veleros, Legion War Games, and Schutztruppe by Compass in the queue to be played. Looks good. Plus air assault on Crete turn 4, air assault on Crete turn 7. Crete has fallen, German victory, kind of a close thing. Plus Yu-Gi-Oh! What I played between the 2 real game periods of my life. Really, Charles, you played Yu-Gi-Oh? Where do you get all this time? Then Avalon Hill's air assault on Malta. End turn number 1 on Charlie Latora's channel.
Black Cherry.
Dad vs. Son has 3 videos, and it's a most fearful sacrifice. Scenario 2 turns 1 of 4. Then he goes back into Panzer Grenadier Pacific Campaign, Alaska's War scenario. Alaska War. Look at that. Huh? Okay, then it's the most fearful sacrifice scenario 2 turns 2 of 4. On Dad vs. Son. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave, 2 videos of the same subject, and it's Warfighter Vietnam. It's Open the Box plus expansions and a Vietnam mission, I Can't Help Myself, on Dave's Gaming Cave. Gilbert Collins, Thunder on the Mississippi. A first look. Check it out from my Canadian friend from over there. An introduction to making maps with Henry Hyde. Look at that. You can learn how to make ASL maps, and you can learn how to make other kind of maps. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Hissy Cat looks at Avalon Hills, France, 1940. German Blitzkrieg in the West. Well, wasn't that the Battle of the Bulge, and was that? Wasn't it? Hey? Whatever. My favorite Frenchie, Fred Serval of Homoludens is with Scott Muldoon on MacArthur's Last Battle, Game Journal 88, Japanese war game. Scott Muldoon. Did Scott Muldoon do Blitzkrieg? Did you do Blitzkrieg, Scott? Because that's fun. From HOLLANDSPIELE. Huh? I mean, I don't want to go there because I'm going to move around my mic. It's going to make noise, and who cares? I care. That's why I'm going to do it. All right, let's see here. And it is Scott Muldoon. Hey, Blitzkrieg. You want to teach someone how to play war games? You can't get any easier than that. You probably could, but you can't. You see, I did that, and I screwed up my software. I'm actually recording anew. Or a continuing recording anew. But anyways, here we go. We continue. So we finished up with Homoludens with Scott Muldoon. And now we are going to the chef. And Phoenix Knight. So he has Mystical Munchie. Skillet Trout. But he's holding a Ticket to Ride game. Yeah. Then Elder Signs versus Azathoth. Ethel Thayer. Bet you thought I was Lithbin, but that's her name. Ethel Thayer. Azathoth. Sean Lambert in Battle of Reichenberg, 1757. I'm assuming it's, did Napoleon? Yeah, no, maybe. I don't know much about Napoleonic dates, but what can I tell you? He's got a Gibson Les Paul there, and then he's got a acoustic, but I don't know what kind. He's a Renaissance man. Anyways, the Gentlemen of the Players Aid. Look at that. Bruno Senigalio and Dave Stifler at WBC 2024. Plus the Fate Evolved by Thin Red Line Games, an unboxing, and a review of General Orders by Osprey Games. On the Gentlemen of the Players Aid. The Cop, that is Wayne Hansen. One video and it's recon. That means it's an unbagging. Cities of the Damned, Aachen and Casino. It's a solitary game, and it's an unboxing. And by the way, Casino, my mom lived in Galuccio, was approximately 30 kilometers from Casino, and I think Riccardo Mazzini, his mom, or his parents, or his grandparents, lived in Casino. You know, gabish? Anyways. World War II Solitaire board game, The Face and Hands of Solitaire board game, D-Day Dice 2nd edition, Way to Hell, playthrough, beach number 2, Omaha Beach. I've got that. I mean, I've got everything D-Day Dice, and it's fun. And that is the before you hit the beach, right? So you gotta survive the beach, and whatever you survive with, that's what you go on land with. Or storm the beach with, as opposed to having your men starting on the beach full force. This is men getting on the beach on their ships that carried the soldiers to the beach. And you get shellacked, and sometimes the game ends there. So, that's what I'm saying.
folks. Meandering Mike, weekly channel update time. Empty playlist, however. I have a video done. It's processing, not yet uploaded, so nothing to put in the playlist for this. So this is just a raw status update for the channel. By the time that this is available for Dan Pencaldi's show or on my channel, I will have an Napoleon sort of instructional video focusing on issues for setup and important points in play on how to keep your game on track so things don't go astray and the state of the game gets messed up. So that will be out there, but it's not here. So my status is that I am taking a course on card game design, card-driven and other kind of card games. It's going to last 8 weeks. So during that period, my channel output will be maybe cut in half. I'll try to get one video done a week. It may just be a signal boost. Signal boost will return. No signal boost this week. I have like, 5 planned signal boosts to do in the queue. I'll probably do again like three a month, and we'll keep going those as I think of them. But so over the next 2 months, reduce channel output so I can focus on the course. So that's it for today. And as usual, gonna send it back to all you folks watching Dan Pencaldi's No Enemies Here. And if you have not subscribed to his channel, make sure you do so, please. And if you're watching this on my channel, please subscribe and all that good stuff. So thank you all. And as I say, take care of your games and they'll take care of you. Ciao, yo.
Another week, another show. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and support this channel. It goes a long way. I think I'm at the far end of my COVID, whatever. It's up and down. Bloody hell! I'm going on my 3rd week. Like Monday would be my 3rd week starting. And it's just up and down, up and down. It's like you sleep all the time. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, again, thank you for watching. Be nice. Thank you to my subscribers and thank you to all the reviewers. You actually make my Friday. This is when I do the show at the end. Friday, I do not work. I take the day off to focus on this show. And I've been doing it for a while, and that's the way it's going to be. Because if I come back from work, let's say I have a short day. I start at 9, I finish at 2. I come home, let's say around 3 o'clock. I'm tired, man. I don't want to do the show. But here, Friday, I wake up early. I take my coffee, I download the stuff I need to download, and I put my show together nice and easy and simple, you know, and that's the way it is. So again, thank you, and this keeps me, this is a passion of mine. And you know, I was just telling my friends that usually in my life, a passion always drove me. When I was younger, when I started into some board games, 12 years old, I didn't play many board games, but I was passionate about the hobby. And as I got older, I got into fly fishing, but I got into fly fishing something fierce. I got into fly tying, Atlantic salmon classic flies. I went salmon fishing twice in my life because it's ridiculously expensive. I'm sorry, you see what happens? Anyways, I'm sorry. Because it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, 30 years ago, I remember going to Quebec. Going in southern Quebec, around Gaspé. On the way there, there's Amqui, there's La Rivière Saint-Jacques. And then you come on to the Kozubskal area. And these are prime salmon waters. Worldwide prime salmon waters. Now, what does that mean? That means that nobody owns a river, right? But certain organizations can rent a piece of the river for a certain amount of time. And they make a living chartering fishermen, boats. They charter boats, dinghies. And it's a lucrative living, let me tell you. So anyways, one day, as I'm driving, I'm in the forest, whatever, nice. I mean, I'm in the forest, and all of a sudden I come up to this a wooden camp lodge. It's got to be the size of a city block. It just appears, So I'm like, what is this? And it's a log cabin, and it's gorgeous. When I say gorgeous, I'm talking about the log cabin of your dreams, Yellowstone stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the Duttons, or whatever the hell they're called, on that show at the log cabin. Nobody's there, so I walk in, and I swear it's huge, just immense. And anyways, this cowboy type guy, and he's not a Quebecer, he's an American. And he says, "Can I help you?" Big guy, cowboy hat. So I tell him, no, I'm just a little bit lost, and I saw this cabin, and I'm wondering what's going on. So he tells me the story of this cabin. Well, it seems that this cabin, the presidents of the United States, the prime ministers of England, blah, 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 this is their place. This is where they come to fish salmon. So, for us mere mortals, how do you get a gig at that place? How do you reserve a spot? Well, 2 years in advance of the date you want to go fishing, there's a what do they call it? A lottery. So you throw your name in the pot, right? And so if you win the lottery, then you have the option of reserving a spot 2 years down the road. You reserve your dates. You figure the salmon run around those days, so you book. God, if you can book a weekend, you got money, man. Lots of. Anyways, so you book those 3 days to go fishing, right? It doesn't mean you got the spot. You won the lottery to have the opportunity or the chance to win your spot there. That's all that is. 2 years ahead. And so you gotta pay, I guess, if you get the spot, you gotta pay half up front or whatever. 2 years, you're gonna go fishing. So, at that time, when I was there, not fishing, I was lost. Now, you can rent the river from a certain place to a certain place, and it's not big, okay? But when the salmon run, the salmon are running, And it cost $1,000 a day to fish the river. That's not accommodations. That's not the boat. That's not the guide. Right? Because you need a guide. I sound like, Christopher Walken. So anyways, so you hire a guide. The guide's got to get paid. Probably another $500-600 US. And then you gotta eat, and there it's 4-star, 5-star accommodations, and it's insane, the menu. I checked it out, I forgot what it is, but obviously it's involving salmon, right? And it's fresh Atlantic salmon. you never had fresh Atlantic salmon. I never had fresh Atlantic salmon because you can't. You cannot fish for Atlantic salmon. Yes, you could fish, but you can't fish for it commercially. So you're allowed 1 salmon a year. You get a tag. 1 salmon a year you're allowed. So, boom, you catch yourself, I don't know, man, 25-pound salmon. So it is the king of fish. So you have to figure out 1 minute per pound of fighting with this fish. So if it's 25 pounds, that's 25 minutes of you tugging, moving around your guide, going. It's wicked sport, if you can call it sport. Wicked, 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 wicked. So a day of salmon fishing up in Amqui, Quebec, at the Mosupscal or Kozupscal River, whatever, $2,500 a day. That's almost 30 years ago. Check it out. You want to go fishing for Arctic char up in the Yukon or Alaska, or you want to take pictures of polar bears? Well, I remember I wanted to go fishing up in Labrador, but that's east compared to west in Yukon or Alaska. And you could charter a flight. So what you have to do is get a plane from, let's say, Montreal to the closest or the furthest airport you can get in Yukon, or if you're going to Labrador, up northern Quebec, because Labrador is pretty wicked. Anyways, and it's a moonscape. It looks like the moon. And I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, besides your plane ride there, now you chartered a plane that's going to take you fishing or hunting or whatever. And it was, I think it was 10 years ago, I think it was 15 grand per person in that plane. Maximum 4 people. You had a chef with you every single day for 1 week, catering to your absolute every need that you have, whatever. You're paying 15 grand for the plane ride and the accommodations. I'm sure you're paying more, but anyways, I'm rambling on. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Ciao tutti!